Of all the unwanted injuries for NC State and Dave Doeren this season, there's one the Wolfpack needs this week: amnesia. I'm Joe Giglio, and NC State needs to forget about Clemson. They need to forget about Wake Forest, and yes, they need to forget about Boston College. I don't know how, but you need to. Because even though they lost 3 straight games, even though they're 1-4 in the ACC, even though they're in the midst of one of these injury-filled, kind of cursed seasons, if you will, nothing seems to be going right, they're still 4-5, and they need 2 wins in their final 3 games to go back to a bowl game for the 6th straight year. It's actually not impossible, if you think about it. They just have to play a lot better than they have the previous 3 weeks. So, hey Joe, how would you fix the Wolfpack? Well, let's start with the obvious. The first quarter has been brutal the last 2 weeks. They've given up 21 points to Wake Forest, 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. They were down 28-0 against Clemson at the end of the first quarter. And how'd they get there? Turnovers. You're NC State, you have all these injured players, you have a new quarterback, you got paper clips and bubble gum, and you're MacGyver in this project. You got to take care of the ball. You have to control what you can control. That is not what NC State has done. Like, guess what? Clemson, they don't need any help. Don't give them any help. So, turnovers have been a major issue for the Wolfpack. They're -10 in turnover margin in their 4 ACC losses. Actually, they've played 5 ACC games this year. Do you know how many turnovers they've created? I'll give you a couple guesses. You won't need any of them but the first one. NC State's number 121 in the country in turnover margin on the season at -8. Look, you got to take care of the ball, particularly when you have as many problems as NC State does. The next 2 points are related. Don't give up on the run. Look, I get it. When you're down 21-0, when you're down 28-0, you have a tendency to just say, let's just drop Devin Leary back and let him throw on every down. That's not smart. Devin Leary, 33 passes, 45 attempts, 29 in the last 3 games. His completion percentage is 42.9%. That's not going to get it done. Einstein's definition of insanity: don't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a new result. Look, run the football. Bam Knight had a good game against Clemson last week. Even if you take out the 53-yard run for the touchdown, he had good moments against Clemson. They were able to move the ball. Jordan Houston against Wake Forest was effective running the football. Not so much against Clemson, but he's a good change of pace. Give Knight a chance, give Houston a chance to make some plays, and take a little bit of the pressure off of Leary. Lastly, also try to understand, after playing Wake Forest at full strength, after playing Clemson's juggernaut, now you're in this game with Louisville. Louisville's been a surprise under Scott Satterfield this year. They're still a talented team, but they're also a flawed team, as they showed last week against Miami. They've also, even in the games they've won this year, they've given up a lot of points. And NC State, if you could take care of the football, if you could run the football, then you're probably going to have a chance to score more than you have. Will the Wolfpack put it all together on Saturday against the Cardinals? I think they'll play better. I think they'll play better on defense. I think they'll do some better things on offense. But I still don't like NC State's chances to snap their fingers and Thanos-like and put this thing together. I think Louisville's going to win this game 31-20, and that's going to leave NC State in a must-win situation in their last 2 weeks. Please check out all our coverage at newsobserver.com on Saturday night.